2022 is almost over and it's time to look to 2023. Have you started planning your digital marketing for next year already? Here are some of our top tips for what you should prioritize for your marketing next year. This is Helen from Singlot and welcome to Coffee Break Tips, the series where you will learn something new about marketing in the time it takes you to drink a cup of coffee. As we're soon entering the new year, we've taken the opportunity to summarize some of the biggest trends that we see for 2023. We've also included some of the biggest trends we picked up while attending Web Summit recently, which is a conference where professionals from all over the industry gather to discuss the future of marketing. Tip number 1, be authentic. This may sound obvious, but a lot of brands actually don't manage to follow through on this. Studies have shown that people nowadays don't want to see ads. In fact, 69% of Gen Z block ads, and people really just want to see authentic and trustable content from the brands they like. TikTok has even told their advertisers to make TikTok, not ads. Brands no longer fully control the conversations happening around them, and as a result, it's even more important that the communication coming from the brand itself is authentic and trustable. Speak your customers' language and talk about the topics they care about. Behind the scenes videos filmed with a phone is, for instance, way more authentic than a big production TV ad. You might also want to consider using influencer marketing. Both micro and nano influencers are a great way to actually have third-party external people hopefully talk positively about your brand at still a relatively reasonable price. Remember not to be too controlling about the content. Let the influencer have creative freedom to make sure that the content they create fit their own tone and doesn't feel too salesy. You can also consider using social listening tools to pay attention to what conversations you should be joining. Tip 2 is to be more clever with your budgets. There's no secret we're going to tough economic times and many companies are feeling the results of the recession. Time and time again, it has been proven that the companies that come out stronger at the other end are not the ones that stop their marketing, but are the ones that are smarter about how they're spending their budget. Brands that advertise throughout tough times usually find themselves with less competition and have a unique opportunity to stay top of mind so that customers will remember them once the recession is over. However tempting it may be to cut budgets now, this means that you have to work extra hard to make up for the lost time once the economy is better. Customers might not wait around for you, they may even have forgotten you and moved on to your competitors. Instead, focus on your low-hanging fruit. Think about retention and how you can keep your customers and possibly even look for upselling opportunities. It's still, for instance, cheaper to provide discounts or exit offers to customers that want to leave you rather than just investing in new customers constantly. Maybe you even need to start making changes to your own product and how it works. Also, start investing in your own channels such as SEO or email, especially if these haven't been a priority before. You can also try a more product-led approach, meaning you let the product sell itself when people try it before they buy it. This can also save you money in not hiring a bunch of sales guys. Try to diversify the platforms you invest in and include multiple social media channels in your media plan. The recent controversies surrounding Twitter and the subsequent consequences for the advertisers prove how important it is not to put all your eggs in one basket when it comes to media investment. Also, consider analyzing your target audience and your sales funnel, as there may be unexplored revenue opportunities. The third tip is to control your data. If you've paid a bit of attention to marketing news in the last years, you've probably heard about GDPR, as well as the changes that Apple made to the iOS, which means that anyone who uses Apple actually can opt out of third-party tracking. Google is planning to do the same thing in 2024. In reality, this means that it will be more difficult to rely on third-party tracking data, and advertisers may have to rely on less accurate data in the future. In order to overcome this, you first need to be aware of the changes that are coming and to be prepared to use multiple sources for your reporting. Have your KPIs really nailed down and focus on the data that you can track well. Also try to obtain more first-party data by funneling traffic into your own website, for instance. Remember in the last point I mentioned to focus more on SEO and email. This is also yet another great argument to focus on those aspects. Some companies have also focused on actually shortening their customer journeys by, for instance, making it easier to buy directly on platforms such as Facebook and Instagram. Finally, if you haven't already set up Google Analytics 4, do it now. Google will actually sunset Google Analytics Universal on the 1st of July 2023. This means you will no longer be able to use Google Analytics Universal and you'll have to go over to Google Analytics 4. If you add Google Analytics 4 now, you'll have more historic data to compare to once you make the transition. Also consider that Google Analytics have been banned in some countries such as Austria and Denmark, so you may even want to look for alternatives for the future. We hope you found this video useful. Feel free to check out some of our other videos. We have more than 50 at this stage, if you're interested in learning more about performance marketing. Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Want to learn more? Book a free consultation with one of us by commenting below.